Hello guys, welcome to today's content. In this content, we are going to consider one amazing scholarship in Germany. Now, this scholarship is for graduates, undergraduates, and PhD students. Now, this scholarship covers the whole of your tuition fee. And before I forget, there is no application fee. There is no application fee, so go for it. I always say that any scholarship or school without application fee, just gather your documents and go for it. Okay, so they will cover your tuition fee. This scholarship will also cover your cost of living allowance. Okay, this scholarship will also give you a furnished shared student accommodation, and also this scholarship will cover your journey from your home country to Germany, fully packed. Okay, so guys, if you think you are interested in studying in Europe, if you think you are interested in studying in Germany, this is the right video for you. Before we go to the screen to explore this opportunity, I want to specially welcome our first time visitors. Guys, you are welcome to this channel. If you haven't subscribed, please just subscribe and leave a comment. I'm a first timer and I have subscribed, so that we can chase up on you, follow up on you, to encourage you, motivate you, and give you the necessary support you need. And to our lovely returning subscribers and viewers, you guys, we thank you. You guys have been amazing from day one. You know, this is still a young channel. We are not even up to a year yet, but your support have been amazing, and thanks to you guys. So if you're also a returning viewer and you haven't subscribed, please do all to subscribe. And most importantly, please just leave us a like. Your like, we value that thumbs up very much. So please like the video for us. Now, let's get to the screen to explore this opportunity. Alright guys, so as you can see on your screen, this scholarship covers or gives you a furnished room in a shared student flat in Berlin. It is worth mentioning that this scholarship is in Berlin. Okay, therefore you are going to school in Berlin. And I'm sure we've all heard Berlin from Money Heist if you're a fan of seasonal movies. And also they are going to cover the cost of living allowance, currently at 248 euros, okay, per month. They will cover the whole of your tuition fees throughout your studies, either you are undergraduate or graduate. And also they will also give you a travel contribution for the journey to Berlin before the start of the course of study, and for the journey home after successful completion of the course. So they will cover your travel expenses in and out to Berlin, accommodation, and all that. Now, this scholarship is provided by the Social Better World Berlin. So this is kind of, I wouldn't say NGO, but it's kind of non-profit organization that ensures that we live in a clean world. Okay, so let's quickly have a look at their goals. So this is not actually the school, this is the institution that provides the scholarship. Okay, so so this is their full name, Social Better World. So Social Better World Berlin advocates for a socially better world. Together with our scholarship recipients and partner organizations from Germany and abroad, we design, develop, and promote projects that support people in need and have a general benefit for society. We believe that education and the dissemination of educational opportunities are keys to improving the lives of all people. In addition to education, however, Social commitment is also an important cornerstone of all our projects. Our scholarship programs are therefore designed not only to support talented people in their education, but also to support people from all over the world who have fewer opportunities for education but are socially engaged through their social commitment. So, guys, I hope you've gotten the rhythm. So if you are writing an essay for this scholarship, you need to focus on social impact. You need to focus on community involvement. Okay, so as we go through this scholarship, you have a fair idea how to apply for this scholarship. Now, this institution have three different kinds of scholarship. Okay, so the first one is the Berlin Scholarship for study programs in social sector. So if you want to study any program in the social sector, or if you are interested in any program in the social sector, this is for you. And also this is a Berlin Scholarship for refugees. So if you're a refugee, this is for you. We'll have a look at each of them in a minute. And this is the Berlin Scholarship for international students. So if you're an international student, this is for you. So let's have a look at the first one, the Scholarship for Social Studies. The Berlin Scholarship for Studies in the social sector supports talented young people in Germany who have already made a social commitment and use the skills they have acquired during their studies in the context of social projects. Okay, so they will talk a bit about, because of time we cannot read everything. Okay, but we focus much more on the international applicants. So this is the target group: German citizens, okay, permanent residents. So this is actually for German citizens, so let's just skip. We are not going to waste much time on this. So let's have a look at the second scholarship, because I know some of our followers are refugees. So the Scholarship for Refugees. So Scholarship for Refugees supports young talented refugees in Germany who want to get socially involved. Okay, so the target group, let's see. So these are homeless foreigners living in Germany. So homeless foreigners living in Germany, recognized refugees living in Germany. Okay, so these are the conditionality. So if you think you don't fall in any of these, this scholarship is not for you. I mean, this particular one, I mentioned that they have three different types of scholarships. All right, so let's have a look at the third scholarship. The third scholarship. Now, the third scholarship, which is for international students, will take much of our time because we need to delve deeper. And as I earlier said, this scholarship is quite tricky because the institution, it's a different institution giving the scholarship. Okay, so you need to get this scholarship and you need to gain admission to the eligible schools which will be having a look as well. So you just need to have patience, get a drink, a cup of water, or a cup of cool drink, and let's get along and peruse this important opportunity. So Berlin Scholarship for international students support, I want you guys to pay attention because here is very important. All right, so supports talented young people from abroad who have already shown social commitment, one, and who use the skills they have acquired during their studies, during and after their studies in social projects too, at a non-profit or social organization in their home countries, guys. So if you think you have engaged in any social commitment work, you don't necessarily need to be part of an NGO, but if you are part of an NGO, it's an advantage and it makes your testimony more credible because your application needs to be backed by an NGO. All right, so let's have a bit delve into the opportunities. Now let's have a look at the target group. Foreign nationals whose countries of origin appear to be in particular need of support in their development. Okay, and also holders of a student visa or resident permit for the purpose of taking up or pursuing studies. So if you're already a resident in Germany and you haven't been there for more than 18 months, you're also eligible for this scholarship. So foreign nationals, all foreign nationals, and people or foreign nationals who are already in Germany for not more than 18 months. Let's look at the requirements for this scholarship. So the requirements, you need to be between the ages of 18 and 30. Okay, you need to be a professional volunteer experience in a non-profit or social sector. Have demonstrated you need to demonstrate that you don't reside in Germany. You need to have a university entrance qualification. You need to intention to work for at least 18 months in a country of origin after graduation, proving relatively low net income. Okay, you need to have an aggregate GPA of 2.0, no first degree family members permanently residing in Germany. You shouldn't have any close immediate family members residing in Germany. And application before the start of studies. You need to submit your application before the start of your studies. Now, expectations towards interested applicants. Interest in social commitment and development of social projects. Collaboration with NGOs, good academic performance. You need to have education plan after graduation, transparency and clear communication regarding your goals, and no financial support of family members or third parties. And expectations towards incoming fellows. Okay, you can read this all through all these days, and please, you need to make sure you read it well before your essays. Okay, guys. Now, when you check the application page, you will see the guidelines here and you will see the project description. So let's have a look at each. First, you have a look at the project description because this will form part of your application. Okay, and you can read through the background later, but let's quickly have here what is important when choosing a project. Remember, it's about project development. So you need to make sure your project areas covers education, social work, medical care, and the environment. Okay, the project aims to support people or animals who are disadvantaged compared to others. So you need to read through the project when writing about your project. We will have a look at the application guidelines now. So let's have a look at the criteria or guidelines for the scholarship. So this is the objectives for the scholarship. The objective is that international students, young people from abroad who are already socially committed, they are much particular about social involvement, will use the skills they acquire during their studies and thereafter to develop social or non-profit projects. So you remember I showed you to the project description at non-profit organizations or social institutions in their home country. Okay, so you have a look, and Berlin awards scholarships based on professional qualifications, personal suitability, and financial need to pursue a bachelor's or master's degree program at a university or a University of Applied Sciences in Berlin or Potsdam. So Potsdam is also a city, just around Berlin. So guys, you can only pick up a university, any university actually, or University of Applied Sciences in Berlin or Potsdam, any of these two cities. Okay, so the scholarship is given by a different institution, but you need to make sure you at the same time you submit application to a university in Berlin. Okay, so we'll get there in a minute, just get along. All right, so let's quickly go down. These are the expectations. I want us to have a look at something important here. Okay, so who can apply? We've already have a look at that. Now this is the application requirements, okay, which we considered as well. Now, the application, so you need to make sure that you are fully enrolled in a degree program in Berlin. Now, let me show you how to do that. So when you go back to the international scholarship for international students page and you check the requirements section, you will see that they said our good to know video series on YouTube channel presents the general university system in Germany and the universities in Berlin. And the universities in Berlin and shows how to apply to a university in Berlin. So guys, you just need to watch this video and make sure you apply to a university in Berlin. Make sure you meet their admission requirements, and remember there is no tuition fee. Okay, so you make sure you meet that university in Berlin's requirements. Then after that, you apply for the scholarship. So you can quickly do this. You type universities in Berlin, okay, for international students or that teach in English. Don't forget that. Make sure you select universities that teaches the programs in English, and the programs needs to be socially oriented. Okay, so we have, so these are the universities in Berlin. Yeah, so you just go to their website. You can just copy the university, okay, and you just paste it there and you go to the home page. Or no, there's even a better link here, programs in English. So you just go there and you are good to go. All right, so that's how we search for the universities in Berlin, and you just submit your application, and after doing that you submit your application for the scholarship as well. So deadlines and application documents. Berlin does not charge any application or processing fees. Okay, so when applying for the scholarship, proof of the applicant's social commitment in the form of a letter of recommendation from a non-profit organization or social institution is required. A non-profit organization or social institution submits the letter on behalf of the applicant as PDF to this email. After carefully reviewing the letter, outstanding prospects will be granted access to the application form. Guys, you got it? So first, your NGO or the group you are part, the social group you are part, needs to submit a letter in the form of recommendation letter to the social better world, okay, through this email, and they will review the letter, and if they think you are eligible for the scholarship, they will now email you the application forms for you to apply for the scholarship. It is therefore important for you to include your contact details. Ask the recommender or the referee to include your contact details in the recommendation letter. Okay, so only completed applications can be considered. Applicants must submit at least the following documents. Okay, so you need to submit project description, which we had a look at, the application form, which they will send to your email, and a letter of recommendation, which they will send to the organization directly. Okay, and then qualification for university entrance. You need to make sure, you need to prove that you've already applied to a university in Berlin. You need to prove your household income is low. So they said 0.10, so let's check what 0.10 is. So this information is also already included in the application form and does not have to be submitted as a separate document. Please submit appropriate evidence such as pay slips, pension notice, and or bank statements to prove that you are financially handicapped. So when you check the numbers here, these numbers corresponds to their applications description. Okay, so you need to make sure, if you need any reference, you can do that. So for example, internationally recognized language certificate, so that's 0.11. So you go to 0.11 and it will give you more details. If an official language certificate is not included in the application documents, the certificate must be submitted by the verification process latest. Okay, so yeah, and there's selection criteria. So guys, you can read through a lot. I mean, there are a lot of things you can read through, and the scholarship benefits, we've already considered that: a furnished room, cost of allowance, tuition fees, and all that. So guys, I think that's all. So if you have any clarification to make, please just leave a comment and we will respond. I know it's quite complex, but I mean, it's a good opportunity. So leave a comment if you want to, want more clarification so that we can help you. We can't explain everything in the video. It will make it very long and difficult to watch. Okay, so we wish you all the best. Please subscribe, like the video, and also share for your friends and colleagues. All the best for now.